Hi friends. So in the last video we talked about the differences between a popular or general interest magazine, a trade publication, and then an academic journal. And I wanted to talk a little bit more about the academic journal. So again, I'll be using the Journal of Military History as an example. I already pointed out in the last video that journal articles, this is just a great example, contain an abstract and an introduction to the article. They also typically will have footnotes included or citations included, depending on the discipline and the citation style that is used. A few other things I want to point out about an academic journal. This is a very specific interest. So although there are some people who might just pick this up and find it fascinating, typically the people who would be reading this are scholars in this area of either history or military history. So they need to have some kind of background context to really be able to delve into some of these articles. And I want to share with you some of the titles of the articles because you will see how specific they are. So a couple articles that are in this specific issue. One is The Rebirth and Progress of the Polish Military During the Interwar Years. It's a very specific topic. Another example is Cautious Hawk, Maxwell Taylor and the Path to War in Vietnam. And a third example, The Size of Bulgaria's Medieval Field Armies, a case study of military mobilization capacity in the Middle Ages. So you can see the topics are kind of all over the place, but they all have something to do with military history. This journal also actually includes a listing of recent doctoral dissertations in military history. It also has book reviews and recent journal articles that were published in other professional academic journals. So really, the reason some of that's included is so people who subscribe to this have other resources they can use for research, but also because they might know some of these people. These might be colleagues of theirs, whether they see them once a year at a conference or it's someone who works at the university with them. These are people that they know from this field, and they get interested to know if one of their colleagues published a paper or an article or wrote a book. So just a couple more things I wanted to share with you about the academic journal and how it differs from popular magazines or trade publications. I hope that helps.